Hello guys, my name is Toronto Brad, and I'm a YouTuber that does YouTubes about single man travel to Asia. That's my niche, and today I'm going to be discussing something that's a little bit outside of my niche today, which is some economic issues that are happening in the United States. So I'm going to be discussing the structural decline in the United States that we're seeing right now. It's very wild, man. It's a wild and deep structural decline, and it's not just the United States that's in this decline. Like even Canada, where I live, we're also in decline as well. Now, you're gonna say to me, I know what you guys are gonna say right now. You guys are gonna say, well, there's no decline, right? You're gonna say that Canada is fine. You're gonna say US is fine. But I don't think so. And I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to present some of the issues that I myself have been finding as far as the, yo, Dutch, what's going on? Yeah, I'm going to be discussing things that happened in the past few weeks, past few months that basically caused me to believe that the U.S. is in big trouble. We might be only at the beginning of this thing right now. So we're just at the beginning. Yo, long time, man. JT, man. How you doing, man? Long time no see, man. How you been doing? I'm talking about the United States is in a deep decline today. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I noticed, so I just said, oh, you know what? Let's talk about all of the issues that are going on in the United States that are of a great concern to many people, maybe not even people in the United States, but also people in Canada and people around the world need to be concerned about what's happening in the United States right now. So let's go to I'm going to start off with the first thing that I've noticed with the United States. So we're going to talk about finance. Let's talk about finance. So the first thing I want to talk about tonight is the financing of the United States, because that's the easiest one to interpret. That's the easiest one to say, hey, are you on the right track, wrong track? Yeah, are you in the Philippines? Are you in the Philippines? Are you going to the Philippines? I'm not going to be in the Philippines or Thailand for at least a few more months. I don't think until maybe spring I won't be able to get out there. So it's going to be a while before I can head out there. Yeah. But yeah, I would like to get out to Philippines, man. But you guys I'll go to any country that's good. I'll go any country that's good. Yeah, you're in the Philippines? Okay, you guys are in the Philippines right now. That's all good. So yeah, man, I'm in right now. I'm in Toronto. It's not too cold here. Not like last week where it was so cold, man. It was so cold here, guys. Last week was freezing. So yeah, this time I'm here. It's a bit better weather than last time, so you can enjoy a bit more out here. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna head over.
Their street food is like that.
So, yeah, let's get back on topic. So, yeah, so the main thing, my concern here in the United States is the financing, the debt. It's so crazy, man. Think about it. Now the United States has a bigger debt than they even had during World War II. So they have a $38 trillion deficit. That debt, their deficit is going to be this year around $3 trillion. That's insane. $3 trillion deficit. Wow. So, So, now at the rate that if they continue at that rate, you know, we already said that the annual interest on the debt is going to be over $1 trillion, right? So $1 trillion is the deficit. Is going to be the interest on the deficit. It could be even 1.3 trillion. Is going to be that'll be the just the interest on the deficit, which is crazy. So you guys are, oh wow, a lot of pretty girls in here. You guys got to see this shit, boy. You got to see that pretty girls. A lot of pretty girls, boy. Maybe I should turn the camera around so you guys can see all these girls here. There's a lot of honeys running around here today. Yeah. Life. Enjoy your time in the Philippines. Life in North Carolina is in the house, man. All right, man. So you have a $1 trillion. So if the United States has a $1.3 trillion in interest that they have to pay, that's the interest that they have to pay every year. That's more than they pay on the military. That's more than they pay on the health care. That's going to be more than they pay on the Social Security, you know. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of money, man. Exactly, man. It's a lot of money, $1 trillion, man. So that's the interest on the debt, which is crazy. It's a lot of money, you know. $1.3 trillion in deficit interest on the U.S. debt, which is a lot. By any standard, that's a lot of money, man. So yeah, man, it's a nice night tonight, man. It's not as cold. Last week was freezing, man. This week it's not as bad as it was last week. Last week was very cold, man. So yeah. Yeah.
Hi, sir. Are you streaming on Twitch right now?
I'm not on Twitch. I'm just on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you usually do for New Year's?
For New Year's, nothing.
Nothing?
Maybe last time I did something, I went with my buddies. We went to Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls?
Yeah,
okay.
that was about 2 years ago.
2 years ago? Okay. May I interest you in the free concert?
Free concert?
Free concert, yes. So it's a free concert on Christmas Eve. Sorry,
Okay.
New Year's Eve. And it's like a crossover service.
Okay.
It's the largest concert in Canada.
Okay.
So would you be interested in that?
Oh man, probably not.
Okay.
I'm probably not going out this year.
Okay, alright.
Thank you.
Have
though.
a good one.
All right, man. Yeah. I got an advertisement. As long as U.S. stocks don't do well, that's true. But you know what? Here's something about U.S. stocks. I'm going to tell you guys something about U.S. stocks, man. So, is it something like 60% of all U.S. stocks are held by the top 1 to 5% of Americans, which is insane. So even with the stocks, there's a huge wealth disparity there because, you know, the 99% of Americans own only 1% or something like that. Like, I forget the exact ratio, but it's like the top 60% is definitely in the top 1 to top 10%, and 60% of the shares are there. So there's a disparity there. So not everybody enjoys the benefit of stock ownership, and even if they do, their ownership in shares is sometimes not that much, you know. But it's true that you can, that you're able to, you know, you get a little benefit from the stock market, from the inflationary. But the reason the stock market's doing good is also because of there's a little bit of currency inflation, right? So that's also causing some issues too, right? There's some currency inflation. So that's going to be, that causes as well, that's also another long-term problem because it means your money is not worth as much as it was before. Now your money is not worth as much because of currency inflation. Why is the currency inflating? Because the next problem I'm going to get to is treasury bills. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the treasury bills and why the treasury bills that make a difference when you guys are talking about the finance of the United States. So I'm going to show you guys what's going on here. As I'm walking around here, I'll give you guys a glimpse of what's happening here so you guys can see. So I'm downtown Toronto, guys. I want you guys to see. No, I've never considered moving to Minnesota at all. There's nothing about the United States or Minnesota or anything there that I would want to move to. Like, if I want to move somewhere, I want to move to Vietnam. I'm going to move to Vietnam, or I'm going to move to Thailand. You know, I'm not going to move to Minnesota, man. You know, so yeah. But you guys can see there's a lot of active shopping going on here today. We're at the last days before Christmas, guys. So, you know, you guys can see it's a lot of people out here. A lot of people. Can I talk to you guys about stocks versus bonds? Sure, I can talk to you guys about that. That's no issues, man. All right. So bonds are basically government debt. Okay, government debt with a set price at payback, and they have a fixed rate of return. So you can, when you buy a bond, the government says to you, okay, we're going to give you your money back plus this rate of return. So you're going to get that money back at over a certain amount of time. They're going to give that money back to you. All right. So let's say the bonds that the U.S. government wants to sell, they're trying to sell the 30-year treasury. So they've been having a hard time with the 30-year doing the auction. So usually the Nigerian Prince. What's going on, guys? So the 30-year treasury is the one that the U.S. government wants to sell. So the most recent bond auctions have not been good for the U.S. Treasury Department. So when they've been trying to sell those 30-year treasuries, they're not getting many buyers for those treasuries, because the problem is that other countries or other companies or whatnot that are looking to buy treasury bonds, they don't trust that the U.S. can actually pay back the money. So the U.S., you say, if you buy a bond from the U.S. government, like, how are you going to get paid back? Is it possible that the U.S. government may just debase the currency to pay you back? You know? Yeah. Yeah, man. We out here. Ed Sweeney died? Are you serious? Did Ed Sweeney die? Is that really true? Oh man. Oh shit, man. That's so sad, man. Fuck. I didn't even know about that, man. Shit. I'm not even been, because I'm so busy. I'm not on YouTube that much. I didn't even know that he died, man. That's so sad, man. I watched Ed Sweeney for a long time, man. I hope he got a chance to die in Thailand at least. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna try to die in Thailand too, man. Yeah. Yeah. He died on the 1st of December. Eddie passed away. Oh man, that's so sad, man. Yeah, man. You guys made me really depressed now, man. That's really depressing, man. I mean, we all gotta go eventually, I guess, but that's really sad. I don't want to hear about nobody having to pass away and nothing like that. So, yeah, that's real sad, man. But anyways, guys, he was in terrible shape. Okay, all right. Well, if you say he was in terrible shape, but still, I still don't like to hear that he was suffering and that he passed away. So, you know, I'm not feeling that, man. That's, you know. But anyways, what can you do, man? What can you do, man? Anyways, guys, we out here. We're on Yonge Street. This is our street on our Saturday night. We do our Saturday night vlogging here, guys. And we talk about single man travel to Asia. We talk about Thailand, Philippines, and all that. Today I'm talking about structural issues that the United States is having with their finances and their economy. And I'm just going through step by step each of the problems that the United States is going through that are going to be causing some long-term problems for the U.S., you know. So I was talking about the treasuries. I was talking about the lack of interest in a 30-year note from the U.S. government. So what does that mean? That means the U.S. is only able to sell 1-year, 3-year treasuries, 10-year treasuries. The long bonds, they are not able. That means they have to be rolling over their debt every year. They've got to roll over their debt, right? Yeah. So that's the reason why. It's kind of it's a bit of an issue if you cannot sell the 30-year treasury. That's going to be causing a problem for you, you know. But that's just, like I said, that's just one of many issues that the United States has right now that I'll be discussing with you guys. Yeah, man. I hope it's not true as well, man. I mean, if he's in pain or something like that, I don't want anybody to be in pain. You know, I don't want him to be suffering. But you know, at the same time, you know, if he was in pain, if he was suffering, then maybe it's okay if he passed away. If he passed away peacefully, it's all right, I guess. You know, it's on his Facebook page. All right. But anyways, yeah, guys. So we're talking about the structural decline of the United States, and we're also talking about the Treasury. So we talked about the 30-year Treasury. You know, we're getting in on that. So yeah, man, it's definitely going to be an issue for the United States if they have to roll over their debt every year. If they have to roll over their debt every 2 years or every 3 years, they're rolling over their debt. That's going to be a problem, you know. So it's going to be a big problem for them, man. The 30 years Treasury would be better to do it on the 30-year, you know. But you know, they got to roll it over every year. I guess they got to do it. IRL superstars. Yeah, it's confirmed. Oh man, that's sad, man. Ed Sweeney was the man, boy. Ed Sweeney was the one that gave us mongers, you know, he was the one that did the book for us mongers in Thailand. And he was the one that showed us the ropes in Thailand and Cambodia. So, man, Ed Sweeney was like a legend, man. I can't believe I'm saying was, but he's a legend, man. The mongering community, all of us used to be in the chat. We always talked to Ed Sweeney, and you know, sometimes Ed Sweeney would come in the chat when we were in the chat, different YouTubers where we were doing our chat online and YouTube, and he would come in the chat too, right? So yeah, man, Ed Sweeney's a legend, man. He's a legend of the Thailand and Cambodia single man travel to Asia genre, you know. So yeah, man, we like it. We like Ed Sweeney a lot, man. He's all right, man. He's all right, man. So we out here, guy. Yeah, man. Ed, I love Soy Honey, man. Soy Honey is my spot, boy. I love Soy Honey, man. Soy Honey. I always get my hotel when I'm in Pattaya. I always get my hotel on Soy Honey, or I get it at I get my hotel at Soy Lenki or Soy Bukkao. So yeah, man. Soy Honey, man. Oh man, I miss Thailand, boy. I already miss Thailand. It's time for me to get back to Thailand, boy. No, we miss it, man. We're single, man. We like to go to Southeast Asia. If you're a single man, you like Southeast Asia. I mean, everybody likes Southeast Asia. You know, it's nice tropical weather out there and stuff like that. So it's not a bad place to be, man. So yeah, Southeast Asia. Cambodia, Thailand, Philippines, you know, you guys head out there, you do your thing, you know, it's all right. You do a lot of shit out there, so yeah, man, it's all right. Getting used to that. I'm getting used to that right now, so yeah. Anyways, guys, busy out tonight, man, because it's Christmas, so a lot of people are out, man. Look at a lot of pretty ladies out on the street, boy. I tell you, man, you come out here and you see a lot of pretty ladies out here, guys. So yeah, man, you're gonna be out here and see a lot of stuff, guys. But yeah, man, a lot of shopping tonight, man. A lot of people out here shopping and stuff like that. Ed loves Soy Honey massage. Yeah, like I said, who doesn't like a Soy Honey massage, man? Everybody likes Soy Honey, man. Soy Honey's the spot, guy. So yeah, you know, and yeah, like I say. Pattaya is good. Like anywhere, when you're in Thailand, and you can stay anywhere. You know, you can stay Soy Honey, you can stay Soy Bukkao, you can stay, you know, Soy Lenki. You know, there's a lot of good places to stay. So yeah. Yes, sirree, Bob. Man, we out here, guys. Nigerian Prince, in your humble opinion, how far are we along in the decline? Right now, we're at the beginning stages. We're at the beginning stages of the decline, but things are becoming very apparent because of the cracks. So things now are very apparent. So what would be the cracks? The crack would be the 30-year Treasury. That would be like a big crack that they're not able to sell the 30-year Treasury. That would be like a big crack. You know, that's very noticeable. That you cannot. They can't sell the 30-year Treasury. And the 30-year Treasury is basically the linchpin of the U.S. debt system. So that's how they finance their long debt, right? So you know, 30-year treasury, you know, you can do everything else. It's like that. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, yeah, the debt is the one thing that I've been thinking about. You know, it's a lot. So, yeah, it's pretty brutal, man. The debt. Yeah. Yeah, from here. Wow, that's all right, man. That's a nice bonus. That's bigger than my bonus. My bonus was only $200, man. I got a chintzy little bonus for my Christmas, $200, but I guess $200 is better than no bonus at all. I could have got no bonus. At least I got something, right? So it's all right. I can't complain, man. I can't complain at all. Anyways, guys, we are here. We are on Yonge Street, guys. We are heading down. I'm going to do my regular walk. I'm going to head down to, I'm heading down to Front Street, guys. We're going to just talk about the U.S. decline, 30-year treasury. We're going to talk about all these types of things that are going on right here. So I'm your boy, the T.O. Talking single man travel to Asia. You know what I'm saying? Single man travel to Thailand. Single man travel to Philippines and any country you boys like out there. So that's all we're talking about right here, guys.
We are going to rip you feet.
So let's do it up, guys.
Right now. I'm almost there.
That's it, boys. So they have a little thing here, guys. They have a little like display for the Christmas, guys. Some elves. Kind of interesting. Look at that. All right, I'm good. All right. They got the elves going here, guys. And a big crowd, people looking at the windows. Look at that. They have a black elf, guys. Look at that. They're all DEI'd on the elf side of the game, guys. The DEI'd up, guys. All the elves are DEI'd up, guys. Anyways, yeah, guys. It's your boy, T.O. We're talking about the Treasury. So there's another issue of U.S. decline that I need to get into with you guys. And now we're going to get into the more meaty stuff right now. We're going to get into the more meaty stuff of the U.S. decline. I'm going to start talking about the energy issues the United States is facing. All right, so we're going to talk about energy. So when I talk about energy, we're talking about oil, gas, solar, and all this and that. So I want to let you guys know, like, the issue the U.S. is having vis-a-vis China. Because China, you guys know about China, right? China, you know what we're saying? China is making a lot of energy right now with the solar and the wind. So they have the wind, the solar, and they have, what else? They have solar, wind, and hydro. So China is making a shitload of energy right now. And they have a lot of investment in energy infrastructure. And the U.S. has been not investing in, you see the United States, they only invest in tax cuts. But China invests in actual infrastructure. So China's been building all these energy plants. They're building solar farms, hydro farms, wind farms. China's building everything. United States is just giving tax cuts. So what's happening right now is that, what's happening basically is the U.S. cannot compete with China on energy. So China is able to produce energy very cheap. They're talking like 2 cents a watt, pretty much, really dirt cheap energy, and it gives their industry really an advantage because they don't have to pay that much for electricity. So that's a real advantage of China versus the United States. So that's where they're really cooking right now in China, boy. So yeah, I'm being real with you guys, man. I'm being real 100% with you guys, man. So yeah, man, China is really cooking right now, man, with the energy infrastructure. China, yeah, man, they're doing it up, man. China's making the U.S. look stupid right now, boy. China is making the U.S. look real stupid, man. That's for real, boy. Their energy, the debt finance, everything, they're just doing it they're going off the chain, man, with that shit. So yeah, man. But I'm just being real. I'm being real with you guys, man. So, yeah, guys. Being real in the hood right now, guys. Walking down Yonge Street, guys. We're going down to Front Street. We're going to go check it out, see what's up over there. Yo, man. Nick Dean. Yeah. You got another advertisement? I don't know how to turn them off. If I don't, but the thing is, I forgot how to use the YouTube app to do the live videos before. I know how to use the YouTube app. Otherwise, I would use the YouTube app, because then I don't think you will get the advertisements. Or I have to shut off advertisements. I don't know how I do that. So that way you guys don't get advertising. Do I like Trump? When Trump was campaigning, the way Trump spoke, I like Trump, man. The way he said was so, everything was for the American people. That's when you started to like Trump. You know, you said, okay, so Trump said he's going to stop sending money to the Ukraine. So, you know, keep the money in the United States. So people were like, shit, I want to hear that. You know, and that's why people like Trump. You know, they were like, shit, we like this guy. So, but the problem was, and then he said, I'm going to deport all the illegals. And people were like, shit, he's going to deport all the illegals. Fuck, I like this guy. He's going to deport everybody. Everybody is getting deported. Man, you're getting deported. You're getting deported. You're getting deported. Everybody's getting deported. And everybody loved the guy. Everybody said, fuck, I love this guy. He's going to deport everybody. That's the guy we wanted. That's the guy we want, right? And then what happened? What happened next? He changed everything that he campaigned on. He reversed it. Instead of giving money to American people, he started giving money to all these stupid countries. He saw that his own farmers were struggling because China wasn't buying the soybeans. And what did Trump do? He gave $40 billion to Argentina. What the fuck? Why are you giving money to Argentina, man? What the fuck is up with that? That's what we're trying to figure out here, man. So that's when people started to get mad, and they're like, what the fuck, man? We didn't vote for Trump for you to give money to Argentina. And that's when people started getting mad at Trump. Start giving money to all these stupid countries, man. And so that's when people started to that's when shit started to hit the fan with Trump. And I'm being real with you guys. And then the next thing he did, we said he was going to deport everybody. He was going to deport every motherfucker. He was going to deport. And this motherfucker's not deporting anybody. And you want to hear the hard part is, he started to open up the doors for people to come into the country. So he can, like you said, fuck it. We're going to just let every motherfucker come in. You know, you saw him say the thing about the Chinese students. You heard him say that shit. And so every fucker is going to come in. So Trump did everything that he said he wasn't going to do. He did it. And then the worst thing that Trump did, I'm going to be honest with you right here. The worst thing that Trump did was he said, I'm going to fucking support Israel. And all he does is lick Israel's balls. And people fucking hate that shit. Because people don't like Israel. So that was the last straw. So those three things alone caused me not to like Trump. Because all he does is everything is for the Israelis. He want to start a hate crime law, and he want to start some other bullshit. Like, you cannot say stuff against Israel or you're going to go to jail. They're going to start checking your social media post because, you know, you're saying stuff against Israel. Like, what the fuck? Does he care about his own country? Why does he care what you say about Israel? We don't live in Israel, man. We live here. So why do you care about what we're saying about Israel? What the fuck? Nobody cares about Israel, man. I don't want to, like, you can't, man. I'm being real with you guys, man. Nobody cares about Israel, man. And I can say whatever I want to say about Israel. What happened to First Amendment? What happened to people being able to say whatever you want to say? But now you want to say, okay, if I say something against Israel, then you're going to censor me? You're going to block my social media if I say something against Israel? What the fuck is up with that, man? That's when Trump became a bitch. When he started sucking on Israel's balls, man. And that's it, boy. That was the last straw for Trump. Trump had people that were supporting him, and then he backed out just to be a bitch for Israel, man. And that's when people started getting mad. Oh, man. So anyways, there's one more thing that I got to talk to you guys about. So there was recently an attack in Australia, and I was on Twitter, and I was seeing the reaction to this attack in Australia, and everybody on Twitter was like, it's a psyop by Mossad. Nobody believed this was legit at all. Everybody knew that attack in that attack in Australia was just a psyop so that they could put more hate crime laws in place. It was a psyop. That way they can say, okay, now you cannot say this. You're going to restrict gun ownership, or we're going to do this, man. And fuck that, man. So, you know. And then, another thing that Trump did. Oh, let me get back. There's one more thing that Trump did that really pissed people off. Okay, let me tell you what Trump said that really pissed his hardcore supporters, and he pissed them right off. So Trump was doing an interview one day, and Trump was asked, they were saying that they need, the interview asked him, will you hire Americans for the new jobs making like the chips and the missiles? And you know what Trump said? Trump said that American people are not smart enough for the jobs. He straight up said the American people are not smart enough for making missiles. He said American people are not smart enough for building AI chips. He said he had to import H-1B. He said American people are too stupid to do AI chips. That's President Trump said that. He said Americans are too stupid. Straight up, he didn't want to hire any Americans. He wants to hire H-1B visa. That's what he fucking said. That was our boy right there saying that he don't want no Americans for those jobs. You see what I'm saying now? Yeah, man. He said that on the interview, man. He said, no, Americans are not smart enough. He fucking said it. You can go and pull it up on Google, and you can see that shit. That's insane, man. Oh man, you know, I was on the news here in Toronto. I was on the news here in Toronto about 2 years ago. They were doing a man on the street interview here in Toronto, and they happened to catch me on the news, and they asked me what I thought about Justin Trudeau. And I told, and they were asking if I like Trudeau, and I said, well, absolutely not, I don't like Trudeau. And they said, why don't you like Trudeau? And I said, I don't like Trudeau because he's given all the money to Ukraine. Every time I turn on the TV, this motherfucker is giving money to Ukraine. So I was like, what the fuck is up with this guy? So at that point, I already knew I don't like Justin Trudeau. Giving money to Ukraine, supporting Israel, all this type of stuff, I didn't like Trudeau, man. So I knew already I wasn't going to vote for him. I wasn't going to vote for Trudeau at all, man. Anybody that's giving, like, every time I turn on the TV and I see some guy, it's a politician, and he's on TV, and he says, I'm getting ready to give $10 billion to Ukraine, then already I know I don't like that guy, man. $10 billion Ukraine? What the fuck is up with that, boy? Nobody want to hear that shit, man. Come on, man. You know, $10 billion for Ukraine. Every day I turn on the TV, another $1 billion for Ukraine, man. So, man. So, obviously, you know, that's like, man, that's brutal, man. I'm not down with that shit at all, man. That shit's all messed up. So, yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter who you vote for. So what I've come to the realization is, it doesn't matter if you vote for Democrats or Republicans. Neither party supports you. They only support the corporate autocracy. They support your corporate overlords, man. They don't support you. They're not going to do anything to make your life better. So this is the reason why I was talking about just now. Democrats and Republicans support the corporate autocracy first. They support Israel first before they support you. You know what I mean? So, you know, they don't support the regular American people. That's why I say both parties are basically the same. Both parties are both, you know, too similar, man. So, yeah. Yeah, sure, I'll watch the World Cup. I'll watch the World Cup. Yeah, it's all right. We host a few games. It's all right, man.
The amount of money they get is way more than everyone else.
That's
Yeah, it's all right, man. It's okay, man. It's all right. So, anyways, let's get into the U.S. decline. So, as I was mentioning, the power generation issue. Like the Chinese are producing crazy amounts of power. So right now, China's producing twice as much power as the United States. China's producing twice as much power as the United States. So that's going to be key for their AI. You know, if they're doing the AI, you need a lot of power for the data centers. You know, which all the chips and everything. So it's good to have a lot of power because your data centers are definitely going to be going through a lot of power. So China is really ahead on that. You know, so yeah, man. Yeah, man, for real. Yeah, this Banana Bus guy. That's it. We out here, guys. We out here on these Toronto streets, man. We're talking about the decline of the United States. We talked about all different types of angles. We talked about energy. We talked about debt finance. We talked about the debt. We talked about the treasury bonds. And all aspects of U.S. dominance and world power are seemingly coming to a critical point, or you could say, you know, there's like a critical mass going on. Like another one that's good that you guys should think about is the U.S. is debasing the currency. They're debasing the currency. So that's another one right there. They're debasing the currency, man. So that's another one as well. So yeah, man. So what's going to happen is when the U.S. has to pay back the debt, they're going to likely just going to have to print. They're going to just print currency because they won't probably be able to probably pay back without debasing. You know, they have such a huge debt, $38 trillion. And they cannot sell the 30-year. Things are going to get critical very soon for the U.S. because they're not able. 30-year is very important to fund for their long-term financing of their debt. And if they can't sell, they cannot. There's no way that on a yearly basis they can roll over $40 trillion. When it gets to that point, they're in big trouble, man. Like you cannot every year finance $40 trillion of debt. So they're going to be in a bit of a bind when those 30-year bonds all mature, the ones that are currently outstanding, and then they still have to finance a $40 trillion deficit. That's going to be interesting. They're going to probably have to, at that point, they're either going to default or they're going to have to debase. It's going to be one or the other. They're going to have to debase the currency or they're going to default on the debt. Once the 30-year treasury terms are up, and then they got to, could you imagine having to finance $40 trillion in 1 year? If they have to finance a $40 trillion deficit in 1 year, that's going to be real rough for them, man. That's going to be brutal, man. So, you know. Yeah. But anyways, here we are, guys. We are on Front Street. I'm here at the Union Station, guys. We are downtown Toronto. Very beautiful train station. I always come down here. So, yeah. Yeah, I heard they were gonna do Coinbase. Yeah, I heard about Coinbase. They're gonna use Coinbase, or they're gonna use stablecoin. I heard they're gonna use stablecoin to move their debt to stablecoin. I heard a lot of different options that they have to, yeah, they have $38 trillion on the books. It's now, the only thing is, it's a lot of it was financed with 30-year treasuries. But my point is that as those 30-year treasuries come up for renewal and the U.S. cannot sell new 30-year treasuries, they're going to be only able to sell the short-term currencies. What's going to happen is eventually they're going to have to debase or default because they will not be able to finance $40 trillion of debt in 1 year. They cannot do it. It's not possible. So you have an option of either debase or you do you default. So yeah. Debase or default on the debt. But we'll see. We'll see what option the U.S. chooses, man, when that time comes. Right now, I'm out here on Front Street, guys. We are out on Front Street with your boy, Single Man Travel to Asia. We're talking about the decline of the mighty U.S. empire, structural decline, financial decline, energy decline, like all aspect decline of economic hegemonic power going on in the United States right now. All bets are off right now. All bets are off, man. So, yeah, man. We are out here on these Toronto streets, guys. We're at the train station right now. I'm probably going to head in here. We'll do a little walk around the train station before I shut it down. Yeah, that's right. Because the problem is China is buying all the gold and silver. China is buying because now they see that the U.S. is not going to be able to likely pay back a lot of their debt. So they don't want to hold on to U.S. currency. They already see the risk. That's why a lot of countries now are foregoing buying the U.S. treasuries because they see that there's a risk there to buying it. So that's causing the problem right now with the U.S. treasuries, man. The U.S. treasury market is a good place to look to see what's going on, what's going to be going on in the future economic circumstance, right? So, anyways, let's go inside the train station. Let's see what's going on inside of here, guys. They have the roller derby going on inside the train station today too, man. Roller derby. Sean the Prawn, man. What's up, Sean? Sean, you don't get ads on, what's his name? Barry the Boss's channel? He doesn't have advertising on his channel? Maybe I can turn it off. I'll have to find out if I can do that. I don't know. I don't know for sure. If I can turn off the advertising, I'll turn it off, guys. We'll find out if I can. So, that'll be alright. If I can turn off the advertising, man. Yeah, we're gonna go inside for a bit, guys. We're gonna go inside. We'll just take a walk. It's nice and warm in here, so it's better to stay in here, guys. Take a look at the train station and stuff like that. So, guys, we're inside a historic train station, guys. You guys can take a look at that. They have a nice plaque here, man. That's a real nice plaque commemorating something that's important to somebody. Nice plaque that they have here. So it's all right, guys. We're in the train station, guys. We're out here. We're heading over to the Sky Dome, guys. We're going to Sky Dome, guys. Sky Dome. So, yeah, man. Let's take a look and see what's going on over here, guys. Yeah, man. Looks like they're setting up for a party over here. Looks like there's a party going on, guys. They're getting set up, man. They have a nice little party set up, man. Yeah, silver gonna be $100. I don't doubt it, man. You make a nice little return on your silver, man. I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt it at all. You could make it you could make a good quick 10% on your silver holdings, man. So, yeah, man. Got some gift wrapping here. They're setting up for the gift wrapping. Gift wrapping. There you go, man. Nice. Wow. We're gonna do gift wrapping so you can come here and get your gifts. And they'll have a nice little gift wrapping area for you so you can get your gifts all wrapped up. Anyways, guys, we are out here on the Toronto streets today. It's your boy Single Man Travel to Asia channel. Single Man Travel to Thailand. And we're talking about the U.S. economic decline. We're talking about stablecoin. We're talking about U.S. 30-year treasury bonds. We're talking about U.S. energy production. We're talking everything, man. We're going in hardcore, man. You know, I know it's a Single Man Travel. I know it's a Single Man Travel to Asia channel, but still, we can talk about these things still, man. It's a busy night tonight, man, so you're going to go in there. I think there's a Raptor game tonight, but we'll find out. Dime Piece radar turned on, yeah, man. I remember we came through here with all those Japanese girls. We came by and all those Japanese girls were all running around in here at that time. But I don't know, maybe they're not here today. No Japanese girl's going to be out here today. But we can still take a look, man. What stock should you buy? Right now, there's an AI bubble. So I would say the AI bubble is going to last for a bit longer. I say just get on the AI bubble for a bit. You know, just do the AI bubble thing. And I think that might be good enough for you, guy. You know, you can do that. And, you know, I would say Tesla is still a good play. Tesla is still a good play. NVIDIA is still a good play. You know, I think those are still good long-term hold stocks because they're still currently leading. I don't see anything that's going to cause them to do any dramatic downturn. So if you were looking to buy stocks, but for myself, I just buy a basket of stocks. I like to buy income stocks, you know. I like buying a basket of stocks that are generating income, you know. But, you know, look at that. There's some trains right there, guys. There you go. Trains right here. Everybody's running. Gotta catch the train. Yeah. So we out here, guys, on Union Station, guys. They have luggage storage here, guys. Look at that, luggage storage. Wow. There you go. There you go, man. There you go. There you go, man. We are out here. Is the Canadian economy safe? That's a good question. I don't know. That's a very good question. I don't know if the Canadian economy is safe. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if we could insulate ourselves from whatever happens in the United States. Because, yeah, currently the United States has this AI tech bubble. So basically, I know a lot of you guys already know that in the United States, they're moving the money around between the AI companies. Like, obviously, OpenAI has gotten $500 billion in financing. But the problem for OpenAI is that China has DeepSeek, man. China has DeepSeek. So what do you have? You have OpenAI, and then you have China has DeepSeek. And DeepSeek is open source, man. OpenAI is actually closed AI because it's not even an open architecture. You know, it's a closed architecture AI. So OpenAI is not even open. But DeepSeek is, and DeepSeek has got a potential. So now what you're going to see, just like last time, you're going to see the government's trying to shut down DeepSeek because it's going to harm the investment that all these corporations have made in OpenAI. So you're talking about $500 billion worth of financing in OpenAI, which could be threatened by a company like DeepSeek. And just to be fair, I use DeepSeek a lot. I like DeepSeek. Some people don't like DeepSeek. I like DeepSeek. But I guess to each his own. You know, maybe you don't like DeepSeek. You like ChatGPT or whatever. But everybody has their preference, I guess. So you just go with what works for you, I guess. You know, that's it. That's all you can do. So that's what I do. So yeah, we are out here, guys. Union Station, guys. We're doing a Union Station tour. Looks like there's something going on over here too, man. DeepSeek source on GitHub. Toronto, like deep seeking. Yeah, guy. Deep seeking Asia, guy. Deep seek. Man, I just want to get back out there, man. Shit, I wish I could get back out there as soon as I could, but shit. Until I get some time off work, I don't see how I'm going to get back out to Asia anytime. But I think the earliest trip I will do is probably in April or May. Will be the earliest that I can go out to Thailand. So I'm still trying to deal with some stuff here, so it's going to be at least that long before I can head out there. But we'll see how it goes, man. So anyways, I can turn the camera around. I think it's I think we're safe now to turn the camera around. I don't think there's much going on right now, so I'll just turn the camera around so you guys can see me. Yeah, so we out here, guys. It's your boy, Single Man Travel to Asia channel. And we out here at Union Station, just rolling through here, guys. And, talking about the decline, structural decline of the United States. We're talking about that. And, we talked about all these different aspects of U.S. decline. Embedded deep structural decline of the United States, man. Deep structural decline. They have a deep structural decline. So we're talking treasuries, we're talking the long-term debt, 30-year treasury. Everything is going down. So yeah, it's gonna be like it's gonna be brutal for them, man, going forward. So yeah, Toronto. When you retire in Asia, can you say I used to boss? Oh man, oh man, Sean the Prawn going in, man. Sean the Prawn, guy, you're going in. Nah, man, I'm not like that, man. Sean the Prawn, I'm not like that, man. I'm a chill guy, man. I'm not like that at all, man. I'm a chill guy, man. Shit. I'm not trying to put all that shit out there, man. Oh man, no way. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, man. Yeah. Yeah, well, fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? We 80% of the Canadian economy depends on the U.S. Yeah, that's the problem, right? So I heard that Carney is in China. Carney went to China. He went to China, and he's trying to make trade deals. Because, yeah, you're right. Canada's economy is very dependent on the United States. So they're trying to diversify the economy. So diversify our trading partners. We can't all be just all locked into United States, right? So that's why they're trying to do the trade deal with China to get diversify the economy in some way instead of being reliant on China on the United States for everything. So yeah, guys, we are in the train station, guys. I'm heading out. We're gonna go out to the Skydome, see what's going on over there. It's pretty busy out here tonight. Yeah. We cannot have where your economy is so dependent on one country, man. That's so crazy. It's very dependent on one country, man. That's not a good situation. You should have it so that your economy is like got many trading partners. You can't be like, oh shit, we just have one country that we trade with. Oh man. Let me just turn it around. You guys can see what's going on here. Yeah. Guys, train station time, guys. I love train stations, guy, but this ain't no Shinjuku, that's for sure. This ain't Shinjuku. It's a train station, but it ain't Shinjuku, guys. There's the trains right there, guys. There's the tracks. You guys can see all the tracks and everything. It's not Shinjuku, guy. This ain't Shinjuku. If it was Shinjuku, guy, I could be hanging out here all day, man. Shit, man. The Shinjuku guy. Then it would be the shit's on, guy. Shit's on if it was Shinjuku. Yeah. But we out here. Let's see if there's anything going on. We're just gonna walk around here, do our regular Saturday night walk. We talked about all these issues, right? So the U.S. cannot produce the power. So in Ohio, guys, they built a data center, or they're building a data center. It's gonna go through 2 gigawatts of power, and it also has needs 300 million gallons of water, or 300 million gallons of water to cool all of the AI hardware. They built that in Ohio. They built this huge data center. Actually, the data center was built by Amazon. So Amazon is the one that built the data center. And it's a massive data center. So, Let's see. Yeah. All right, guys, we're back. No. Yo, man. No, it's not like that at all, man. It's not like that. I just had to answer. Somebody sent me a WhatsApp. Somebody sent me a WhatsApp message, so I just had to respond. That's all. Drive forklift, yeah. I rarely get a chance to drive a forklift anymore. They have me pushing paper, man. I'm a pencil pusher now, man. I'm barely on the floor to drive the forklift, man. I'm pencil pushing. They'll call me the pencil pusher, man, because I don't get to drive the forklift, man. I mean, I could drive the forklift. I mean, I am the boss, but I don't have time to. I have too much paperwork to do to drive forklift, so I can't really do forklift driving. Shit, yeah, that's a problem for me, right? So, yeah. Yeah. You should train Kelly how to use a forklift. Yeah, man. I can train him. How to run a forklift for real. Yeah, it's real, man. So, anyways, guys, we out here. We're at Union Station, man. I'm just chilling out. So, yeah, man. Data centers, man. That's the future, man. Everything is gonna be all data and AI centers, man. So. It's going to be taking up a lot of power. It's going to take a lot of water resources and stuff like that. So, water, data, the actual hardware prices are going up. Your water price is going to go up. Your electricity price is going to go up because, yeah, the data centers are consuming. So, when I talked about China, when I say China is producing much more power than the United States, this is what I'm talking about. When China is producing this much power, China has a real commitment to producing power. They have the solar farms, they have the wind farms, they have the hydro. They're producing power at unreal scale here. So, they're producing real power. China's not joking around when it comes to power production, man. So, yeah. The Chinese are on it, man. The United States has a long way to go to catch up to China, boy. China's really taking it to the next level, So that's one thing I can say for real, man. China's on the next level, boy. That's it, boy. China's got everything. China got all their ducks in a row, man. They have all their ducks in a row. So, yeah. They have all their ducks in a row in China, boy. They know they have to produce a lot of power for those AI centers, those data centers, so they're producing crazy amounts of power, So, yeah, man. China's going to be the one country that's going to lead the world right now. China's going to take over, So, yeah. Just being real with you guys, man. Yeah, but you know what? I heard that China, when it comes to the nuclear reactors, I heard China did the thorium reactors. So China's been working on those small core reactors, the thorium reactors. They've been working on that for a while. So, that's something definitely that to need. But China is actually building the nuclear power plants at a very low cost. their cost of nuclear power production is much cheaper than in the United States. So that's going to be a big win for them. You know, they're going to be making a lot of nuclear power in China. And you know, everybody thinks, when everybody thinks of China, you're thinking, oh, solar farms, you're thinking wind farms, you're thinking hydro. But shit, they're also good at the thorium small core reactors as well. Those thorium reactors, they build them on the ships. They were saying that they were going to build their new carrier, the Type 004. They were going to build that carrier with the thorium reactor. But then I searched online, and I was searching online to see how China is going to build that carrier. And I think China is going to build it with a molten salt reactor. They're using a molten salt reactor for the newest carrier. They're not going to use a thorium reactor for that carrier. So they're gonna try and make it a little different, I guess, than people were expecting. You know, so be all right, I guess. So yeah, we out here, guys. We are in downtown Toronto, guys. We're at the Sky Dome, and I think we're gonna just turn around here. They have a little gateway. I'm just gonna turn around here. Brad, you're starting to sound like Alex Jones. You think I sound like Alex Jones, guy? Come on, man. Give me a break, man. No, man. That ain't the case, man. No, man, that's not the case, man. I don't think so at all, man. That's not the case at all. Definitely not the case, man. Oh, someone said Canada is unaffordable now. Is that true? Yeah, Canada is very unaffordable, man. There was a lot of policies that were implemented in Canada that were not to the benefit of the people that live in Canada. So we had a government here that was only listening to the corporate elites. They listen to the bankers, you know. They don't listen to the actual average people that live in Canada. So instead of listening to us and taking what we have to say and using that to make the decision, they just do whatever the hell they want to support their corporate masters. So how does that impact us? Well, they did policies that created higher prices. Like they increased the immigration. So by increasing immigration, you do cause prices to go up, because now you have more people competing for less resources. You're splitting up the resources amongst more people, so that makes life more difficult for everybody. Another thing that happens is when you bring in so many people, you have to build housing. So they did not build any housing. Like they didn't have any foresight. You know, they didn't have the foresight to make sure that the housing supply was sufficient for all the people that they're bringing into the country, right? So this is all because government's not working on a long-term plan. Like you see in China, they work on a long-term plan. Trump is working? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all, man. I guess it's possible, man. I don't know for sure, but I guess we'll know. We'll know, man. I don't know about the deep state. If he wanted to release all the Epstein files, man, then people would believe he's gonna go after the deep state, man. That's what people want to see. Release the whole file. Don't redact anything, you know. Then we know for sure that he's like legit. You know, only one thing are going to get done, and that's fight nobody wants. Do you wish Trump was a Canada PM? Not really, no, because Trump is right now is selling out the United States to Israel and to the corporations. I thought Donald Trump was going to be supporting American people. He said American people are too stupid to make missiles and microchips. Can you believe this guy said that? That's insane, man. He said Americans are too stupid to make microchips and missiles. That's insane. So we're going to import. So Trump said he's going to import like 10 million H-1B visa Indians into U.S. to make the microchips. Like, how is that? That's the shit that's gotten us into all this problem right now, man. This is Trump, man. America first Trump saying that Americans are too stupid to make microchips and missiles. We need to bring in 10 million H-1B visa. What the fuck? That's crazy, man. I can't even believe he said that. He's just parroting the corporate line, man. He's just parroting what the corporate oligarchs are telling him to say, man. Yeah. You know, do you see a lot of claw machines? Yeah, there's a lot of claw machines here, man. There's a lot of claw machines, especially on those streets and entertainment areas. They have those claw machines everywhere. So, yeah, it's a big thing right now. So, yeah, man. We out here, guys. We out here downtown Toronto, Union Station, man. We are discussing U.S. economic decline. We discussed the lack of buyers for the U.S. 30-year Treasury bond. U.S. Treasury bond, 30-year, cannot find any buyers for that. You know, selling the 1 year, 3 years, 10 years, trying to roll them over, it's going to become quite an issue for the U.S. to finance the debt. How are you going to finance the debt if you can't roll over your bonds, man? That's going to be a big problem for the U.S., man. There's going to come a point that they will have to. They'll have a choice, right? They're either going to have to default or they're going to have to debase. So it's a big issue that's going to come up when those 30 years keep coming up for renewal and they got to pay those 30-year bonds off, and then they're financing with 1-year bonds or 3-year bonds or 10-year bonds. Eventually, it's going to come a point where they're going to have a default looking at them straight in the face, man. And it's at that point that they'll make a call on what's the best play to make, you know. Yeah. So we out here, guys. We in downtown Toronto, guys. We out here downtown Toronto. We are in Union Station, guys. Biggest train station in Canada. We out here just chilling out. We're doing our thing on the train station side of the game, guys. Train station side of the game, guys. We're gonna go into the hang on, let's take a look. I think we should deport 30% of society that doesn't belong in the USA. Yeah, I saw the numbers. I think the U.S. number is getting very high for the number of people that were not born in the U.S. It's getting very, very high. So yeah, maybe that's something that you guys can do. You know, I don't know if you can, but you guys can try and see if that's something that's going to work for you guys. You know. So we out here, guys, downtown Toronto. We at the Sky Dome. We're at Union Station, guys. We're just going through here. We're talking about U.S. finance issues, currency issues. We're talking about treasury bonds. We're talking about power production. We're talking about systemic and structural issues that the United States is going to find itself in. As time goes on, the problems will become more and more apparent and cause potentially greater and greater risk to the economy. You know, but like I said, I guess we're going to find out one way or the other what's going to happen to the U.S. in terms of the treasury bonds and in terms of the power production and all that. So we'll figure that out. So, yeah. America. Yo, man, Maximus, what's going on, guy? What's going on, Maximus, man? What's up, Holmes? How you doing, man? Maximus is in the house, man. My bro, man. Gotta go out to the Philippines. Maximus, are you in the Philippines, guy? We're talking about U.S. structural finance and economic issues. I'm talking more, the issues that I'm talking about more relate to like financing that debt. $38 trillion debt getting financed, turning over 30-year bonds to 1-year bonds, 2-year bonds, 3-year bonds, you know. Yeah, man. What are you gonna live on when you retire? Well, I have my investments. I told you guys already. I'm gonna have my investments. So I have my regular investments that I set up for retirement. In Canada, we have many different types of investments, right? We have a retirement pension fund. We have a tax-free savings account. You know, we have our regular mutual fund accounts. So I don't think I'm going to touch those. I think when I first begin to retire, I will live on what's basically in my bank account first before I get into before I get into my government pensions, right? Because I can start my government pensions in a few years. That's what I was thinking to do, and do an early retirement. So I could do like an early retirement and get my pension and just move out to Vietnam or Thailand or wherever. Just chill out for a bit, I guess. We'll see. That would be all right, man. Moving out to Thailand or Vietnam, that'd be all right, man. I wouldn't have no problems with that. You know. Man, my main preference is Vietnam. The problem with Vietnam is they don't have a retirement visa, man. Vietnam don't have a retirement visa. So that's going to be a problem, man. Vietnam, no retirement visa. And I don't think Vietnam is so hard up for tourism like Thailand, where they're going to do a retirement visa. So I'm going to be stuck. If I go, I'll be in Southeast Asia. I'll go to Thailand where I can get a retirement visa, you know. So we'll do that. But I would prefer to be in Vietnam than to be in Thailand. You know, I think Vietnam is the country of the future. I think I see Vietnam that they're going to be more advanced. You know, they're like following China's lead, right? So I figure Vietnam would be a better place to retire than in Thailand. Thailand have a lot of temptation too. In Thailand, you're going to have so many ladies in Thailand trying to check your money, man. I know. So you know how it is in Thailand, guys. So I think Vietnam is a bit more like relaxed, man. Vietnam is more my thing, man. So we'll see, man. We'll see which country I retire. But I just know for one thing, I'm not retiring here. That's for sure. I'm definitely not going to retire here. I'll retire. I want to retire. All my dream every day I'm at work, I'm just dreaming retiring in Southeast Asia. That's my dream, guys. That's the dream, guys. Retire Southeast Asia. I don't care. Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, you know, Bali. Even my coworkers were like, "Yo, man, you should retire in Bali," because they're like going to Bali and they're saying you should retire there. So, you know, I don't know. We have to see, I guess. Retire anywhere. I don't even care. Indonesia is all right too, man. I could retire there. You know, Indonesia. So all the countries that I would retire in, I would retire in China, Vietnam. I could retire Thailand, Philippines, any country in Southeast Asia except for Burma. So pretty much any country in Southeast Asia I'd retire in, with the exception of Burma. That's the only country I probably wouldn't retire in, or Brunei. Burma or Brunei. I don't think I could afford Brunei. I think Brunei is very expensive. So, yeah. I think Brunei is a very expensive country. I don't think I could retire there. So, any other country I could retire in. So I'm looking at all those countries for my retirement. That's what I'm looking at, you know, where I could retire nicely, you know. But my number one country, the country that if they gave me a retirement visa and I could retire there right now, it would say Vietnam is number one country to retire in. Based on everything that I've seen, I think I'd retire in Vietnam, you know. So, man, anyways, rest in peace to Ed Sweeney, man. Rest in peace, Ed Sweeney. Ed Sweeney was a big player in the single man travel to Asia genre, man. He was the one that got everybody hooked on going to Thailand and Philippines and Cambodia. He was the guy, man. He was the one. So rest in peace, Ed Sweeney. Single man travel to Asia legend, man. Hope everything was peaceful and there was no pain and suffering when he passed, you know. So, yeah. So, anyways, we out here, guys. We are on the Toronto streets, guys. I'm at Union Station. We're just doing our regular Sunday walk and talk and, you know, seeing what's going on out here. Was that Kelly Caldwell walking by? No, I don't think that's Kelly Caldwell. Kelly Caldwell's in Maryland, right? No, Kelly Caldwell's in Maryland. He's not out here. But, yeah, man. We out here, guys. We are out here on these Toronto streets, man. So, just chilling out, man. Another day in the big city, guys. And we did a nice stream today, man. An hour, 20 minutes, man. We're doing okay. And now it's time for me to get something to eat today. I think I'm going to do McDonald's. I haven't done McDonald's in a long time. I'm thinking to get a fish fillet. What do you guys think? You think fish fillet is okay? I should get a fish fillet. Fish fillet with some, I'll get some fish fillet with some chicken nuggets, you know, and fries. And like an extra large Coke. You know, I think that's how I'm going to roll today. So, you know, yeah, I think I'm going to go like that today. So, yeah. Yeah, fish fillet combo, no poutine. Adds more texture. Anyways, let me just flip the camera around, guys. All right, guys, we are at the end of the tour, guys, at Union Station. We are at the end, and I'm gonna just shut everything down for now, guys. Well, we just shut it down. Get ready to get something to eat, and just chill out, boys. Chill the fuck out. Anyways. Yeah. All right, guys. We are done, guys. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. It's your boy, Single Man Travel to Asia channel. Single Man Travel to Asia channel. Your boy, the T-Doc. Today we were talking about U.S. Yeah, one white woman. Yeah. Anyways, guys. This is your boy, Single Man Travel to Asia. We talk about U.S. structural decline. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Yo, man. Yeah, man, guys. Thank you, guys, and peace out, man. Rest in peace to Ed Sweeney, man. He was a good man. He's the founder of the founders of the Single Man Travel to Asia genre. Ed Sweeney, rest in peace, guy. And this is your boy, the T.O. Single Man Travel to Asia channel. I'll catch you guys next week, guys. Next week I'll talk about the decline of Canada, guy. Next week we'll do decline of Canada, guy. Next week I'll do a decline of Canada video, guy. Take care, guys. Peace out, man.